I'm Myss Lovie with Let It Jam Radio, and this is South by Southwest 2019. You will not believe the artistry that has come across in this vicinity, in this area. The whole place is just humming with indie vibes. You feel what I'm saying? I got a guest right here, you know, and I'm going to let him introduce himself because y'all don't know who he is. Y'all don't know him, but you're going to know him today.
How you doing, Let It Jam world? This is Prince Ezee with Higher Entertainment.
Easy. Yeah, you hold it.
Oh, let me hold it?
Yeah,
okay.
let's see how your arm scrimp is. You just bounce back and forth. You know
Okay, that'll work.
No, I'm just teasing. So, how many times have you been to South by Southwest? Is this your first time or?
Yeah, this is my first time.
Popping the cherry.
Yeah. Y'all got me this year. I'm a virgin.
Yeah, you ain't no virgin no more. Not no more. We breaking them in right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? So tell the people where you're from originally.
I'm from Kirbyville, Texas. It's about Beaumont. I represent the 409. I live out in Houston now. I'm with my man K.O.
K.O. as in the son of hip hop, as in my little brother, as in K.O. the conspiracy. Facts.
Yeah, the kangaroo boy.
The king of hip hop. You can go ahead and zoom in on him there, Carl, if you want to. Go on and zoom in on him. You know, he got the T. He's real gangster. You know what I'm saying? Put that goddamn pinky down. Your cool ass. No. So how did you find out about you know, what we got going on over here for this interview per se?
I just seen it on social media, and I was like, okay, they look pretty cool. Let me go ahead and hit them up.
Okay. Have you ever been to Jam It or Cram It?
I've never been.
Okay. Well, we're going to get a little bit into your music. Tell me a little bit about, if you could describe your music in like 3 words, what would you throw it out there as off the top?
Deep.
1,
Real.
2.
What you can relate to.
Okay. Real deep and what you can relate to. I could dig it. I really do. So do you think you have like maybe a message or something that you're portraying in most of your music, or is it just a variety depending on how you're feeling? How does it work with you?
In every song, there's always a hidden gem. Like in every song, like I have to drop some type of gem in it.
Okay. How hidden does it, you know, become to where people have to like, you know, get it?
Nah, sometimes it can be the title. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just right there, straightforward. Like the songs always stick to the point. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a type of person, when I write my music, I make my music based upon conversation. Like I don't have to go through it, but if I listen to you and I hear your story, I can put your story in my song and then just give different perspectives.
So you write about stuff that you don't necessarily experience. It's like third-party information, basically.
Yeah and no, you know what I'm saying, depending on the song, you know what I'm saying, how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't, you know what I'm saying, as a female, you know what I'm saying, like I just can't say, oh, I'm a female, let me just, you know what I'm saying, like do whatever. But
so you try to encompass it from a female perspective?
Yes, ma'am, basically. You know what I'm saying? Getting her perspective.
Your inner female.
What?
What? Hey, I just found this out recently, and this is going to blow your mind. Shout out to Joe. But he told me, according to like our chromosomes and how we evolved, men are really all females that are mutated. Sorry. Look it up. Nothing to say.
Nah.
I blew his mind, guys. That's what I do. I'm Myss Lovie. That's what the fuck happens over here. No, seriously. No homo. I'll put that out there. My bad. So I'm saying you have to tap into your feminine energy, though. You know, a man is balanced with male energy and feminine energy. He should be a man. You a man, right?
I'm a man's man.
You a man's man. Okay, you're not a boy. That's what I'm saying. There's a balance, you know. So, you know, for you to put your mind in a perspective of a female and write from that perspective, that's what you're saying, right?
Like she'll be there, like the person that I'm writing about, she can actually be there and tell me like her story, you know what I'm saying, and then I can get her insight and then just get both sides, you know what I'm saying, like the worldly side and her side to make the song. Okay,
I could dig it. So who have you worked with recently?
I've worked with K.O. I work with different variety of different people, you know what I'm saying, I just can't name everybody off the top. F-150, I've worked with D-Turnal, I've worked with Cole Rose, let's see who else. I got a feature on the way with Lil Flip pretty soon, let's see who else. The list goes on.
I was referring to females, but since you started naming.
I did name a female.
Who?
Cole Rose.
Okay, Cole Rose. Okay, shout out to Cole Rose repping for the ladies. So I've seen like a common pattern with a lot of the artists that I've been interviewing, and they always talk about man shit, nigga shit, boy shit, dude shit. So I just interject some femininity in there, and I'm like, well, where the bitches at? Besides in the video, where they at with the bars, you know? So who is your favorite female artist right now?
Right. Shoot. Let me see. Let me think. I mean, I don't. Well, I wouldn't say Nicki Minaj. That's a no go. Cardi B. That's a no go. But she jam. They both jam. Who I like? Shit, nobody.
See what I'm saying, Carl? This is a pattern. It's hard for guys to come off the top and just, at least besides Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, so you really need to tap in to some females. Renege.
I like Products. No.
Okay, that's respectable. You just redeemed yourself. You know what I'm saying? I was about to let you go out there. Who are some of the producers that you've worked with?
I've just worked with Jermaine Nash. He's made all my beats.
Jermaine Nash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
Is it because you just like him in particular? Are you interested in working with other producers, or you just found your lane and you just gonna mob in it?
Well, shit, you can't beat free, so.
Well, you know, at some point you got to invest in your craft.
Yeah, that's true,
But it's good to build with a producer that knows your, you know.
Yes, man. Like I just like working with it. But anybody that want to work, I'm down to work.
Okay.
Yes.
What else do you do besides music? Do you know, Superman during the day, Clark Kent at night?
Oh yeah. I'm all the above. Like I'm a crane operator. Like I work from 5 o'clock in the morning to 5:30 in the afternoon. Then I get off work and then I start writing and go to studios and do shows.
I got stuck at Crane. No, oddly enough, I went to Crane school.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I did in the military. I operated a lot of. Yes, it's not about me. This is about you. So, what kind of cranes do you? Oh, you active duty? Oh, snap. Ain't that some shit? You never know. You're National Guard. Damn, so that's why you went to, where'd you go to crane school?
I went to Oklahoma City.
Indeed, I'm familiar. I didn't go there, though. I was in Missouri.
Missouri? Okay.
Yeah, that's where I was. So shout out to everybody out in Missouri, and shout out to all the crane operators out there. You got to have that touch, you know what I'm saying?
For sure, you do. Are you gonna hurt somebody? Yeah, no, I wouldn't say that.
No, I'm just fucking with you. So, do you have any kids? You got a wifey, a family structure? You just mobbing, doing the damn thing as a young gentleman?
I got 2 kids, an ex-wife, and shit. List goes on.
Okay. You got a lot of lists going today. You got a lot of lists going. So let's jump into your music. What song are you pushing while you're out here at South by Southwest 2019?
Oh, The Feast.
The Feast.
It's wrong. The Feast.
Is that a project?
No, it's the name of the song.
Oh, it's the name of the song. So you eating on there is what you're saying.
Yeah, you can say I'm eating on there. You just got to listen to it.
Okay. Well, if we jump in I don't know, where you listen to music most, in the car perhaps. What are you listening to?
Who I'm listening to or what? What you mean?
What or who, whichever you prefer. If it's just straight beats, then I guess that's more like what. But if you what are you listening to?
Oh, if I'm in the car, I'm just listening to beats. You know what I'm saying? I got to have my Miller Lite. I'm chilling. And I got to have a Black Jazz. And then once I get halfway in the Miller Lite, 24 ounce, then I'm good. Then I'm ready to write.
I'm talking about song-wise, the single that you have, Feast. Mm-hmm. So you say it was produced by?
Jermaine Nash.
Okay, Jermaine Nash produced it. Have you performed it live yet?
All the time.
Okay. How come I haven't seen this? KO? He's a bullshit what? Oh, KO don't have a voice, and I'm putting him on the spot because that's what I do. So, yeah, I can't read lips from here, but I think Nuggets knows what he said. Maybe not. The new song, The Feast, you're going to be performing it. You've been performing it. We would love to have you come to Jam It or Cram It and make sure we get an interview so that we can decide what Feast is that song. Okay. Tell me what kind of mindset you were in, like when you wrote Feast, because I haven't heard it yet, so I can only, hypothesize what it's actually about.
All right. So the mindset that I was in, I was like, okay, so what am I going through? Well, I mean, I can kind of spit some of the bars to you. Okay,
could you
that's
do
cool.
that?
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right. So I wrote, white tee, white fitted. I ain't got no Benz, ho. Black Jazz, I be hitting. Pass with the kinfolk. Laughing back and drag, smoking when your ends low. Loking, joking, toast, chilling with the friends, bro. It pay to be the boss shit, especially when your ends low. No worry about the cost, nigga. Don't tell me what to spend, though. Smile up on my face, shit. I'm happy with the grin, though. Looking back, reminiscing. Playing on Nintendo. Sipping on that cool cup. Eating on that school bus. Dressed up, G'd up. My mama paid the rent, though. Barely could pay them bills. Looking for the dividends. Didn't have much to spend. Life step like a cartwheel. Fresh Prince of 409. Didn't have an Uncle Phil. Trapped inside a Caraville. Wishing we was in Beverly Hills. That's all I'm giving you.
Oh, shit. Just a tad. Just a little snippet. I love it. I'm with it. Now, was that... Let me get the hook, though, and then I won't ask you for nothing else.
Oh.
Give me the hook.
I gotta think of it.
You was at look at KO sipping this motherfucking tea.
Here you go. Trump, what you taking? Let your words hit the pavement with a sense of Ronald Reagan. Fuck Christmas since it's pagan. Sorry, Jesus ain't Caucasian. Know a bunch of crack gon' hate me, but I rise with my best foot forward, man. All I do is rise. I ain't worried about these haters, man. All I do is rise. Look me in my eyes. Lincoln fall down, nigga, wet like soul food.
Hey, I like that. I really like that. Okay, I rise. A little bit of poetry in there. Do you write poetry?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay. What is it? Your poetry kind of transverse over to hip hop music?
Yes, okay. Yeah, like one I wrote a deep one. You know what I'm saying? It was about my auntie that passed away a while back. Like she passed away from AIDS and stuff like that. So I wanted to kind of tell a story. Yeah. Okay. Well, you want to hear it? That's why you got the mic in my. Okay.
If you want to talk about it, but this is just an interview to put, people can see you in a different,
like
intimate setting.
Okay.
What drives you? They hear your music and they have no idea the backstory. So this is like your opportunity to share that shit.
Okay. Well,
I want to know what the rest of and stuff like that is.
Okay. All right. So y'all forgive the first part. It's kind of vulgar in the beginning, but it's the truth.
Real, yeah.
All right.
That's what I like.
I got you. Bounce that pussy, shake that ass. You know what you good for. Hide behind that mask, get that cash like a good whore. Mama, dad did her bad, told her what she lacked. Left in that room, uncle raped her where she at. Flashback, panic attacks, chills rolled down her back. She was 9 when it happened. Blood flowed through her lap as she collapsed on her back, breathing hard, asthma attack. Sister found in the room, told her, please don't tell her dad. Fast forward 10 years, she so brutal, she so fierce. Cold-hearted, she don't feel sympathy, she never healed. So she fucking out of spite, trying to cope, that's how she feel. See, destruction is a life, though revenge is a thrill. Side to side. It's like who and never for the cheddar. She don't see her life no better. All she want is her vendetta. Ride that meat, revenge her pleasure. When she ride, feel control. Fighting the smell of Uncle Rome. Cigarettes, beer scent mixed with eau cologne. Body sore, heart torn. Regret through her pores. Adrenaline crave more, yeah. She fiending for more. She's like acid mixed with gases. She can make you bust the fastest. All because of that bastard. She'll never forget what happened. Side to side.
OMG, that was beautiful. Do you perform live, like poetry contests and stuff? I just went to a live poetry show with my new operations manager, and it was super dope. It was at the Improv. I think it was called City something City. I forgot. Shout out to Carlos Wallace for having us in the building. I definitely wouldn't mind you checking it out because that was really, like, it gave me chills and stuff. I felt like I was part of that. Like, everybody has a story to tell. So how did you go about hearing the story? Did she tell you personally or?
I mean, kind of, seeing it, you know what I'm saying, like, the effects of it and stuff like that, how she was. And I'm like, okay. And then I got the backstory, and I was like, okay, let me go ahead and write about it.
Right. How did you feel after you purged yourself of it, like after you wrote about it?
I mean, I felt horrible as a dude, you know what I'm saying, because, you always had this perspective of, okay, she is what she is, you know what I'm saying.
You never understand why.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's awesome. I really like that. We're going to take a little break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about your South by Southwest adventure and where you're going to be next. I'm Myss Lovie Radio, and we'll be right back. www.love2jamradio.com. It's your girl, Myss Lovie, and we are doing behind-the-scenes, intimate looks into some of the hottest artists in the city, in the state, not the city, but the state of Texas. And one such gentleman is right here with me now. Tell the people why.
Because I love the jam.
Hey, as if on cue. You know what I'm saying? I do have a question for you. What does indie vibes mean to you? Like, what is all things indie? When you hear all things indie, what does it mean to you? To be?
Boy, you about to grind.
Yeah.
That's what that mean to me. You got to grind. You got to get it. Shit, ain't nobody going to give you nothing. I cheer. That's what that mean when I hear indie. Indie vibes, time to get it.
Okay, I can dig that. Indie vibes, time to get it. All things indie. I can dig that as well. So if the people want to get haunted by you or they want you to, be booked for a show or something of that nature, how do they get a hold of you?
Well, hit me up on my Instagram, Prince23 Ezee, Ezee.
Where did the name come from?
Well, first of all, when I was young, you know what I'm saying, they just called me Prince because I wore purple like Prince. And then my last name, Isidore, they just shortened it for Ezee. So Prince Ezee.
That makes sense to me. Purple rain face ass. And then I'm just playing. Do you do any singing?
Oh, I couldn't sing a lick.
Not a little bit?
Can't sing a lick. I mean, I was so horrible when I was younger. I'm the preacher's son. They kicked me out the choir still.
Oh, that ain't right. That is not right.
I mean, when you messing somebody up for shows, yeah, you got to kick them out.
I thought it was okay to mess up at church because, you know, that's the Lord's work.
Nah, they take it serious. They take it serious.
They be like, bless your heart, baby. Go on, sit down now. Go on, sit down. You know what I'm saying? So do you have any shows after this, after we get done grilling you over here?
Not for today. I did my show yesterday.
Oh, okay. And how was it, your experience?
It was an interesting experience. Pretty interesting.
Okay, what did you hate about it?
Nah. There's no negative vibes over here. It's all great vibes.
I'm not saying that. Like, I do shit that I hate it sometimes. Like, things happen in the entirety, you know, and little things. You be like, damn, I hated that happened. It's not really negative. It's just realistic. Like, this is what happened, like, you know, in hindsight. Because a lot of these events aren't, you know, error-free. Errors happen. So artists get skipped over. Their music get, you know, there's like little technicalities and stuff like that. And every artist is going to experience that moment. So tell me about yours.
Yeah, that moment.
I know you've had one. Come on, share it.
Nah, I'm just going to say, yeah, that moment.
I'm talking about like you performing and at the end you notice your zipper's down. You know what I'm saying? I mean, catastrophe.
I'm down, shit. I'm just going to take it off. Fuck it. It's hot. Just bam, take it off. It's hot. It's hot.
As long as you're ready. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Pants or nah, you spitting them bars.
For sure.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming through and fucking with me. I'm Myss Lovie with Love the Jam Radio. www.love2jamradio.com.